Rundown is live. What was that?
V for victory,
baby.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
Nova.
Yeah, V for victory, Villanova. Villanova intramural shirt here. Can you read the back?
It says, "I'm a big fat idiot."
Villanova, congratulations, national title. So I'm proud to be wearing the shirt of champions because I'm a champion. Today's rundown brought to you by Lisa. Lisa.com/mattresses. What's the code? Let's see how good I am. Dan, what's the code?
Mattresses 75.
Wrong.
Barstool 75.
Barstool 75. That's the code that you get $75 off. Lisa.com. Mattresses. You sleep on a mattress. You buy a mattress. It's one of those things you need every day of your life. It's like food, water, mattresses. Lisa.com. My preferred mattress vendor. Let's get into today. You guys are soft. We're having some sort of technical issues that I can't figure out. We'll start with, can you hear that noise?
Yep. Yes. Oh, yeah.
So that becomes part of the rundown when my email.
Yep.
That noise is part of the show.
Yeah.
Yep.
That stinks.
You also are like the last. Can't you just turn it off? Can't you turn your email off?
No.
You think that Dave
on your computer? You can't just log out of your email or.
You can't shut off. That's like slowing down the tides. Some things just never stop. Email business never stops ever.
Turn off the sound on it.
I don't know why you guys are soft. Kobe, Bryant, the Mamba out. A lot of Kobe stuff. I don't know your take necessarily, Kevin. Let's mash one and two together. There's a lot of things you can talk about. Was this a dream ending, as so many people were saying? He scored 60, took 100 shots. What was the biggest story for you, Mamba or the Warriors breaking the record? We had Chris Bosh with that funny tweet about how he's never seen someone get 73 wins and take 60 or 50 shots in a day. You had Kanye wearing that ridiculous jacket. Flea with the national anthem. That was a joke. R. Kelly watching the game on like a Michael Scott flat screen. So just a crazy sports day. Kobe showering himself with champagne by himself in the locker room. Big Cat, what do you got on the Mamba?
It was a perfect way for Kobe to go out. It wasn't a perfect ending in the fact the game didn't matter. The Lakers suck. They've sucked for a couple years now, and Utah was out of the playoffs as well. But for Kobe, it was the perfect Kobe way to go out. Everyone showering him, the most narcissistic thing. He had 50 shots to score 60 points. But at the end of the day, it still was exceptional to watch, and I enjoyed watching it. But it was perfect Kobe from start to finish.
KFC?
60 points and a W is 60 points and a W. I know he took a lot of shots. It's patent Kobe. It was perfect. In the beginning of the night, when those games first tipped off, I was watching the Warriors, and I was watching Steph Curry. He put up 6 threes in the first quarter. And the whole time I was thinking, if you're watching Kobe over this right now, history and Steph Curry put on a show, you're crazy. I mean, it's just...
Come on, dude. Just be a fucking professional. What the fuck? You think we can go to L.A. and pitch the rundown and be like, here, watch this clip? Oh, shit, Dave got an email from MeUndies? We should throw that. We should actually charge them for that mention, by the way. Anyway. Can you turn off your email?
Anyway... I thought that the Warriors were the main show, but then as things went on with Kobe, as it got more and more ridiculous, it was one of the best sporting events I've ever watched.
What?
Yeah, but with that's all in with Twitter, with what was going on with this 50 shots. That is one of the more memorable things I've ever watched.
That just shows what a loser you are in your fan base. Like that only a Jets, Mets, Knicks loser to be like, that was the most amazing thing I've ever seen. That was disgusting. It was an okay event. I'll give you that. But I saw people being the dream, the storybook finish. You can't say he scored 60 without saying he took 50 shots.
That's my...
Who cares?
Right. No, Kevin. All right, so I got all the Kobe fanboys came at me last night because I vined 2 of his air balls, and they all said I was taking it out of context, and I was like being mean to Kobe, and he's so hot. The dude took 50 shots. He wasn't hot. He was just shooting. It was exceptional to watch because Kobe was like, I'm shooting no matter what, and it was fun to watch. But
it was an all-star game.
Don't tell me that was like an unbelievable way to go out when it was a meaningless game. He hasn't played a meaningful game in forever. Right. Kobe chased away Dwight Howard. He took a ridiculous contract at the end of his career. Don't tell me that was the best way to go out. The best way to go out is to win a ring. It was an exciting game. It was a memorable game. It was not the best way to go out. And Kevin, it was certainly not one of the most exceptional sporting events I've ever watched.
I'm not going to call it that. I'm going to say
Kevin Clancy, shame on you. Shame on you.
I don't even understand what you guys aren't getting. That the fact, like, you're never going to see that again. You're never going to see something like that ever again. The way that.
What do you mean? What do you mean? We're never going to see an egotistical narcissist do a 6-month farewell tour where he clearly is over the hill and he's totally ruined his franchise for the short term, and all the young players don't get shots because he's ball hogging and sucking it up, and then one night he shoots 50 times.
Never going to see.
Points. We're never going to see that again. No shit. We're never going to see it again.
You're never going to see a top 10, 15 player of all time on the final game of his career, who's known for being a selfish
LeBron
ball
could easily
hog,
do that.
shoot the ball every single time, put up 60 points, and have the ridiculous fanfare that's surrounding this. I don't think we're going to see it again.
No, the fanfare, I get. He had a great career, but
no. I mean everything all in. The way the internet was reacting, the way the arguments about 50 shots, the R. Kelly thing, the entire scenario of last night was one of the more memorable sports nights probably ever.
That's so stupid that it's like an all-star game. When Magic came back with AIDS and shot every time. I mean, it was more like a spectacle than a sporting event.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even say that was a sporting event. That wasn't even a sporting event last night.
I'm not
when
saying
there's no competitive will to win. I see people being like, and he beat the Jazz. Like, what?
No, nobody cares about that. I care about the fact that this all went down on the same night with the Warriors and Kobe. He puts up 60. He shoots 50. These are storylines that were fucking never happening, all happening at the same time.
My problem
things that never ever happened at the same exact time.
By the way, you guys have been tweeting. Neither of you guys were even tweeting, so I don't know how exceptional it could have been.
Hold on, I didn't say I was sleeping. It was so exceptional I went to bed. That's how exceptional I was, and I don't care about the Warriors' record either. To be honest, I don't care about regular season. I don't care about any of it.
Warriors record's cool. The difference, the why the Warriors took a back seat, it was not only because of Kobe, it's because we've been celebrating the Warriors all year. It's like I'm sick of like the Warriors are so much fun to watch play basketball, and it will be fun to watch them in the playoffs. But we have been talking about the Warriors nonstop, so obviously they're going to take it. It was almost anticlimactic when they did it.
I mean, everybody in the world knew they were going to win last night.
Right,
there was nobody thought they were going to get it done.
Just quickly, the Kobe thing. I don't know why. I feel like I'm speaking for actually the majority of people, and there's like the idiots out there who are saying that was the greatest event ever that I just want to punch in the face.
Kevin.
Yeah, I do. Kevin like is making me mad right now. Like the SB Nations, like you're crying. No, you're crying. Kobe's making us all cry.
It's not that. It's not like I don't think it was a big game. I don't think it was like a perfect send-off. Well, it was a perfect send-off in the sense that it's Kobe Bryant. It was something that you're probably never going to see again.
I don't know if LeBron retires when whatever team he is on is mathematically eliminated, you'll see a very similar event.
Yeah,
I don't think you will. I don't think you're going to see someone drop 60 on their
Jeter do it. We saw Jeter do it very often. Dude, we saw Jeter do it last year. He had a walk-off. We literally saw it last year. We literally saw the exact same thing last year.
A hit and putting up 60, dude.
But to say that we'll never see it like again.
It doesn't matter. 60.
It's when Magic came back with AIDS, and they gave him the ball every time, and like people were playing one-on-one, but they didn't want to get too close because they're still worried they cut him and he bleed and they get AIDS. But it was that similar thing. It was an all-star game. Let's go on.
This is a classic case though of the internet almost ruined it because they sucked his dick so hard that I was like, chill out.
Sorry, when you say it was a storybook ending.
That's why you're not enjoying this at all because you're mad
Well,
about.
no,
the
also because I watched the whole game, Kevin, and like the first quarter honestly looked like a drunk guy's playing in a pickup game, and Kobe was airball. Like, if you watch the game, it wasn't like unbelievable basketball.
No, I know. I again, it's not a quality basketball game. It was a very memorable event last night. Very.
It's memorable. Sure. I'll give you that.
If the guy wants to go out tough, storybook is you at least have a memorable playoff game. The Lakers haven't sniffed the playoffs in a decade. All right, let's go on because this. Oh my God! I wouldn't. If this huge alligator, came and ate me right now for not being like the lead story in the rundown, I'd be like, eat me, because that is how big this alligator is. That is how ruthless this alligator is. I still have a hard time believing it's even real. This alligator is ragdolling another alligator like I've never seen. The thing has to be 100 feet big. I put the must watch on it. If either of you guys disagree. Oh, Kevin. All right, you go, Kevin. You don't think seeing an alpha male in his environment his neighbors and shaking them like a dog shakes a toy is must watch stuff that I don't know any. You thought the Lakers was the greatest sporting event ever. But this isn't must-watch.
2 problems. 1, you can Google and YouTube incredible nature videos all day long. I'll find you 50 fucking must-watches of giant animals eating each other. Number 2, I thought we were going to get to see, like, the hunt and the capture. It was just already in his mouth. It's like watching Big Cat eat a hot dog. It was just, like, already flopping in his mouth.
Well, you're mad because I said I was going to approach
an attack. I'd like it, but... It was just like watching. I mean, it was huge, and watching another alligator eat an alligator is fucked up. But I don't know. When I pressed play and I saw it already in his mouth, I was disappointed. I don't think you should be disappointed on a must-watch.
Big Cat.
It wasn't a must-watch, Dave.
Thank you.
All right, great.
Come on.
You have lost your.
Dave, it was good. It was cool. But Kevin is right on this one. If you can see this on National Geographic,
I've never seen a prehistoric
Planet Earth for one time.
Alligator. You know how they talk about how there's like sharks that live on the bottom? Listen, there's sharks that live on the bottom of the ocean floor that you never see that are like the size of ocean carriers. That's how big this guy will never be seen again. This guy's the Loch Ness monster of alligators, and you guys have no respect. You've never respected nature ever, either of you.
That's that. Fuck you for saying that.
It's true.
I respect the shit out of nature.
I don't know that you do.
You don't respect must watch. This noise is this noise going to go on the whole time?
You turn off your email?
Is this noise going to go on the whole time?
I can't even hear you because I can't get your volume up, which I like. But I know this.
That twice one more time, I'm gonna fucking throw my computer out the window.
Let's move on to liquid ass. I had to put this on the rundown. Fine. You know what? I'll try to fucking fix it. You guys have no mental. You guys are like fucking golfers.
Oh my God, Dave!
It's just fucking Dan's email. It's just fucking Dan. Dan is just sending a million fucking emails like a fucking rat. I keep seeing it, Cap, and now you are too. Fuck you.
Oh, that felt so good.
Oh, you guys are so cute. You know what?
It's the little things, Dave.
If I had a vial of liquid ass right now, I'd spray it right in your fucking face.
All right, can we, before we get into liquid ass, is this one of the things that little Davy Page used to carry around in his pocket, full of tricks, little stink bombs?
Yeah, I've told this story. No, it wasn't exactly this. I've told this story back in middle school. I went through a phase where I just liked having things in my pocket. Like that was my thing. It was almost like with a kid with the Goonies. If someone needed a gadget, I had it in my pocket. This is like 7th grade. So I had a little stink bomb, and I was trying to show one of my buddies, the guy who actually spiked the volleyball off my thumb. I was trying to show him one of my gadgets, and the stink bomb fell onto the ground. Fucking stunk up the whole school, got screamed at in the principal's office. Let me tell you something. Stink bombs, this was a little it looked like a tiny little beer bottle with yellow fluid in it. So stinky. I assume Stinky Ass is a similar product, except you spray it at people. So this dude walks into a bar, Georgia kid, and Stinky Ass is a girl in the face. They have to like evacuate the entire bar. Stink bombs, lost art. Stink bombs are one of the most vile things going. What do you think the punishment should be on Stinky Ass, KFC?
I don't mind the liquid ass on the girl. The problem is the collateral damage is fucked up. When you ruin a whole bar, you ruined everybody's night there. If you could just concentrate the liquid ass to the girl who was a bitch to you, I'm okay with that. But there's civilian casualties here that I don't appreciate.
Big Cat.
I've been on the record many times that bar farts is a national epidemic. So this feels like you're bringing sand to the ocean. Like someone would have farted in this girl's face if she had sat at this bar. College bars, there's just farts everywhere. So this felt weird to me. Like just either drink some beer and go fart on her and then you don't get arrested, or just wait till someone farts on her. This felt over the top.
No, it is over the top. There's no compare. A fart is like a slap in the wrist versus a stink bomb is like somebody shooting you in the face. A stink bomb, you can't breathe. It's literally like a life and death situation. People jump out windows. So I think you should arrest somebody. I think you should arrest somebody if they stink bomb a bar. Commercial. We're back. I found this story interesting. So I think this is in China. I couldn't read it. A bunch of different. It involved like a New Zealand national and somebody from like Ecuador. It was all over the map. But I think it took place in a Chinese factory where a guy fills up a bucket of scalding hot water and dumps it on a coworker's head, gives him like third-degree burns. He probably never looked right the rest of his life. He was mad because the day before, this coworker took half the hot dog off his girlfriend's lunch tray and ate it. So he held the grudge, just got up, and boom, dropped it. Big Cat, you're a hot dog guy. What is this fair game?
Not far enough. He could have killed him. And I think that would have been fair. And it's not even a hot dog. It's food. You can't eat food off someone else's plate. You certainly can't eat food off of some other guy's girlfriend's plate. There was a Sopranos episode about this. Phil Leotardo. He killed a guy. He killed a guy for eating like a piece of pasta off his plate. So there's precedence here. There's legal precedence here. He could have killed him. Anything less, I think he's fine. You don't get him in trouble.
JFC?
Three things to play. You can't mess with another guy's girl. You don't fuck with other people at work at lunchtime. That's like almost like how Dave, all you have to live for is dinner. Lunchtime when you're at work is like your sanctuary. And you don't fuck with someone else's hot dogs. Hot dogs are a precious food. So this guy, strike three. You're out. You get a pot of boiling water poured down your neck, and the steam and the smoke pours out of it, and you run away with your tail tucked as that guy just points at you like, yeah, that's what's up. I just did that to you.
This video, by the way, was more must-watch than your must-watch, Dave.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Even, it was almost, at first I thought it was running too long, but the buildup of him walking over slowly, filling it up, you don't know who it's going to be, like which person's going to get it. And then boom, and
I kind of like when there's no sound, but you know that the guy's screaming, like shrieking, and you see it in your head. Dave, I'm telling you, man, New York's got you right. Boston, Dave, does not make that alligator video a must-watch.
Boston Dave makes that. Boston Dave has never left the building. That alligator thing was so much better than that steam thing. It's embarrassing that you guys.
Dave, I've never seen an old Asian man pour a bucket of boiling water on another old Asian man. I've seen alligators do fucking crazy stuff on the National Geographic.
Okay, well,
that's what they are.
Stats.
That's what they do. They do alligators. It's like showing me a video of a black guy dunking. That's not must-watch. Alligators eat shit. That's what they do.
Alligators eat their next-door neighbors with their next-door neighbors' like entire body hanging out of their mouth. No,
that probably was that alligator's kid.
That makes it even more must-watch.
No, that's what they do. They eat their children.
You don't know the first thing. I'm going to write an alligator book report.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right.
I'm going to combine these as well because that's what a host does. So we have two political things. We have Donald Trump in Pittsburgh near Penn State basically saying, are we going to bring Joe Paterno back? Like, what's up with that?
How's Joe Paterno? Are we going to bring that back? Right? How about that whole deal?
Put the entire crowd's mind in a pretzel because they didn't know how to react to it. I don't even really know what he means by it. And then you have if that gets you to jump off, be like, okay, I'm off Trump. Like I'm not. You can't be talking about shower rape and taunting Penn State people or whatever. Fine, but then you have Ted Cruz. The story of Ted Cruz, how the first thing he did after his honeymoon is he went out and bought 100 cans of Campbell's soup. I'm back on Trump after that. I don't even know what to say. What do you say about this political race, KFC? What do you got with Trump and Penn State? Do we know what he was trying to accomplish?
I think he was talking about the Joe Pa statue because he said he referred to it as that at one point. Are we going to bring that back? But the way he did it, where I think he realized, like, I'm talking about a dead guy, talking about this whole rape situation, he just kind of trailed off. Like, how about that deal? And it was just to me like a guy being like, I shouldn't have gone down this road. But the one place in the world you can do that is Northwest Pennsylvania. They probably loved it. The Cruz thing, I think the wife, Heidi, is kind of crazier. She wakes up in the morning and returns the 100 cans? That is crazier to me than buying 100 cans of soup. Buying in bulk that's cool with me. That's fine. Returning 100 cans of soup because you didn't think that was right. I'm off of Heidi.
They kept
not only returning them, but also the part where she called her mom and was like, "Did I do this right? What? This isn't like a big moral decision here. Your husband's a weirdo. He got 100 cans of soup. Just do whatever you want to do, but don't start like you can't phone a friend when your husband starts buying 100 cans of soup. That's fucking weird in itself.
I don't hate that move. It's like I think it's married a total psycho. Like the first move was you call someone you trust, big. I got to get out of here.
Well, Ted Cruz though also he does know his wife because she obviously wasn't going to cook. That was what he's saying, right? Like you're not going to cook.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you go? I mean, soup. When was the last time you made soup out of a can?
Unless if I eat soup out of a can when I'm not sick, it makes me sick.
Right.
Like I'll instantly have to open a ginger ale, eat Ritz crackers, have soup, and be like, I'm sick, even though I'm perfectly healthy.
The Trump thing though, that was basically when like a rock star's been to too many cities and he just couldn't. He was like, wait, where am I? Oh, yeah, what about Joe? Because you could see right after, too. He's like, yeah, Joe Pa. And, Penn State. And then when, like, there was a mix with that, he's like, but Pittsburgh. Like, that's where we are. He's just struggling for it.
That's the rundown. I don't know if that was a good rundown. You guys, I feel like didn't have your heads in the games today. But it is what it is. We do a lot of rundowns. You get to Thursday, and sometimes you don't have the A+ effort. Anything on the rundown after show?
This is the new New York equivalent of spinning to your computer. You have to just lash out verbally and blame us for a bad rundown when you clearly screwed things up with your must-watch tag.
I don't blame. Blame is not a word that I use. Motivate. I motivate.
Dave, I got a question for you. I saw you on Twitter last night. Like you were bitching about some restaurant.
Yeah, Vandal.
Are you that guy? I hate those guys. Are you that guy who like?
I don't know what guy you're referring to.
Like the sports writer who tweets at an airline saying like United. I cannot believe this happened again.
Yeah, even better. Let me tell you this: we're sitting.
I'm sorry. I'm defending the honor of my wife.
We're sitting at dinner when this all unfolds, and he was like pumped up to send that tweet, Dan. Like almost like I'm gonna shut these guys down. Like they'll see what happens when Davey Page views tweets about them. I
was excited to send the tweet. I knew they didn't give a fuck. The best is these New York people who are like, oh, what do you expect? You're in New York. Of course, that's the New York difference. When you make a reservation at 8, they don't seat you till 9:30. That is preposterous. If you're saying you just sit and take that, well, then maybe, Danny boy, you should stay in Chicago because this city's not ready for you. I'm not going to let myself get steamrolled or anyone that I'm related to get steamrolled. I'm not going to let anybody I care about get steamrolled.
Wait, you did
not
get
on my watch, they won't.
You did. They ignored the shit out of you. They totally They not only steamrolled you, but they kept on driving, and they didn't even look back to see if you were dead.
Let's clear something up. I wasn't at the restaurant. We know that.
I got it. I think more than anything, New York has you. It's been a weird, like you're just not you right now. I don't know if you'll find it. No,
so many.
You know who says that? Guys who aren't that.
I like inverted myself and ate myself.
Yeah, you guys who say, when you say I'm so me, that means that you are blatantly not yourself right now.
Yeah, that's the old I'm not in denial. Oh, yeah, you are. Come on, Dan, be stronger than that.
You're so paranoid, even by your standards at this point. Everything.
Wait. All right. So we're sitting here then.
This bagel does that.
Kevin,
everything is like lashing out.
Chinese food.
You're such a revisionist history that I can't even believe it. You said everyone agreed like that's outrageous to have an 8 p.m. reservation and they don't seat you till 9:30 and don't even say sorry. I knew they weren't going to do anything. This Vandal place doesn't give a shit about me. But if that's the attitude, it's just brick by brick. It's one person joining arms with the next, walking and standing up for humanity. Sorry, that's what I was doing. I was standing up for fucking humanity. You guys just want to turn the other cheek and let some fancy pants place make people wait an hour and a half when you have a reservation without saying sorry? No, not on my watch. I know they're not going to do anything. They have plenty of business. That's not what it's about. You just don't turn around and let yourself get fucked like that and then let it go. So I have this tiny little medium. I just want to say I'm watching this place, and I hope other people who are Barstool will be like, fuck that, I'm never going there. Let them have their fancy pants fucking dinners. I don't give a fuck. You're not going to catch me there. Not when you make someone wait an hour and a half. That's simple humanity there. You guys honestly have a problem with me complaining about that?
You lost the right to speak for humanity when you told us you'd turn your back on us during an alien invasion. So don't speak for humanity. Humanity doesn't want you anymore. We don't care about your opinions. You don't know humans. You're not a human.
No, I want yes or no. You just let that happen? 8 o'clock.
No, I would bitch to the guy in his face so he'd actually do something, not send out some like tweet.
I wasn't there.
Okay, I'd march in there right now and do it. Right after you do your Steph Curry dribbling drill and the shark report.
This fucking she place probably doesn't open until 2 a.m. at night.
See, New York has you rattled.
Yeah, it doesn't have me rattled.
It's just rattled.
No, they're not. I'm not just going to be like another one of these schlubs who just takes it and smiles and says, "Ooh, that's New York." No, that's not me. I'm going to fucking. I'm watching these people, and I'm going to be the eyes and ears of fucking humanity in this city. And if you don't like it, then fucking stop reading.
You expected the Portnoy family to roll into New York City, take it by storm. The red carpet rolled out. Sure, Mrs. Portnoy. Sure, Mr. Portnoy. We'll sit you right away. It's not going to be that way. And you complaining, it's falling on deaf ears. Now you're really starting to snowball.
It's true.
A minute.
That is true.
That's not what I'm complaining about.
That's true, Dave. No, Dave, that is true. If you complained about a restaurant in Boston, you would get movement right away. Now you do it and no one cares.
And savages and animals and subhumans in Boston.
You've complained about stuff. You've complained about stuff in Boston.
Say, hey, pet my belly and don't seat me for an hour and a half. Fine, you guys do that. I won't tell our readers where they should avoid from now on.
You did it with Seamless,
I'll let all these idiots walk in and be like, oh, I went to this place and they didn't seat me fucking 4 hours, and now it ruined my whole fucking week. Sorry for trying to be
You did it with Seamless, too. It's a classic. You were the big fish in the small pond, and now you're in a big-ass ocean, and it's... You're tweeting at everyone left and right trying to get service, and no one gives a fuck. It's almost like you're not as important as you think you are.
Dan, you're just going to be in the fucking fetal position in Times Square with people walking on you.
No, Dave, because I don't think I'm an important person. I'm
going to laugh. I'm going to say this guy didn't want anybody to stand up for humanity. He's in a fetal position with this fucking thumb in his mouth. He doesn't know what's going on, and I'm just going to laugh. That's what I'm going to do.
Dave, I don't think I'm an important person that people should stop.
It had nothing to do with importance.
Okay.
I would have tweeted that if I had 1 follower.
Yeah,
I'm not allowed to get angry.
You're that guy.
I want old Dave back. I think you should start gambling again. I don't want to go back to that, but I think if you gamble again, we get old Dave back. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm going to go and then go buy 2 basketballs and dribble them at once in your fucking face.
There's no chance you know where to buy a basketball in New York.
Yeah, I'll Google now.
Sport 30 minutes.
I'll tweet it.
I can't fucking find a basketball in this goddamn city. Where the hell is the sports store?
You can't even get basketballs delivered. Everyone's saying you can have it delivered.
What point does he start tweeting at, what's your mayor's name? De Blasio?
Oh,
He's going to start tweeting De Blasio complaining about, the lack of basketballs in New York City.